Hey guys, welcome to today's Train Sim TV video. This is Mark. Now today we are looking at the new Derail Valley simulator. Now this is going to be a fun series, I hope. I'm going to just play around and see what happens basically. A bit like I did before, but with it being new and me trying to actually do it properly this time. Without the silly shouting and stuff like that as much as possible. So we're going to give it a go. I apologise that I haven't done any videos for ages. It's like a somber tone. My dad passed away a few weeks ago, so it's been a bit of an emotional time and a bit of a sad time. So just trying to get back into it. And as I say, I want to do something fun. I haven't sat watching loads of videos of Derail Valley and trying to learn it from before we play it. I want to learn it from the tutorial. I want to play it and play it as the average person is going to play it. I don't want to sit here. So if you're expecting me to sit here and give you a tutorial on exactly how to play the game, that ain't going to happen. You're going to learn with me as I learn. Well, we'll see if I learn. But we're going to try anyway. So if you already had Derail Valley, you do get it free. This update, it's a free update. If you didn't have it already, the price has gone up. But there is a lot more in it now anyway. So we'll see whether you think it's worth buying or not from what I can achieve in these videos. So we're going to start a brand new career. We're going to have the tutorial turned on. Now I've gone into the settings manually and changed the difficulty to realistic. When you have the tutorial on by default, it'll make you start on standard difficulty. I want to challenge myself harshly, so I'm going to have it on realistic. Let's see what happens. I'm liking the look of that screens there for what looks like iron ore, so excited to see what we can end up with here. So we're just loading in. So this should load the tutorial in for us to start with. So obviously there's been a massive update graphically and everything that goes into the whole game. I'm not going to sit here and read to you everything that's changed. There's other videos out there. The guys have been doing posts themselves. We're just going to play this as a new game, essentially. Waiting for it to load. Welcome to the Derail Valley, engineer. Let's get you a train driver's license. Let's do it then. Right, so we can move the mouse to look around, do S and D to walk. I remember this depot from last time. Great, now let's show you to dash. Right, hold F. Ah, you can, yeah, I remember this. So if you tap F, basically, you can bounce around to where you want to go. So we're going to go and pick up the comms radio. Well, I'm just going to run around holding shift. Okay, so I have just made an adjustment to the volume settings because I think that's going to be deafening. Right, we're in the depot, so straight away we have a locomotive in here, the diesel DE2. That's our little shunter in there. We've got a single car in here for the tutorial as well. So let's crack on and get inside. So I'm going to pick up the comms radio. Oh, put it back down. Alright, fair enough then. Pick up this booklet. Wait till I pick up that in the first place. Okay, so we've got the pages, so we've got all the schematics and stuff. If you've played Derail Valley before, you will know what these are. These are basically your schematic maps. When you start a scenario or tutorial, you'll get told what sidings to go down and stuff like that, and basically that's what all this is. So if we want to precisely place it on our surface, hold R. Oh, there you go, so we can precisely put it down. So pick it up, we want to put it in our inventory by pressing tab, fair enough. Okay, that needs to go in there as well, so tab as well. To take an item from the inventory, hold tab and move the mouse over desired slot. Oh, that's easy. Fair enough. Drop the comms radio on the floor. Oh. Open the inventory with caps lock and click the star button next to the comms radio to retrieve it. Ah, so you could put something down and leave it somewhere, and essentially that'll help you get it back easily, I guess. Alright, ready to drive this train now, are we? Okay. So, jump by pressing space. Yeah. There we are, so we're just jumping in. Literally. Man, I didn't see how to get in the cab yet. Oh, so, okay, that's interesting. So you can see how it's highlighted. You use the mouse wheel, you can literally do like, oh, sorry, slam the door around. Just left a dent inside the engine. I do that with my car doors sometimes. Not on other people's cars, I usually do it on my fence outside my house. Not on purpose, I should add. Press space to continue. You can operate train controls both in mouse mode and in first person mode. Use Alt to switch between any of them at any time. Okay, so you can move. You can operate in mouse mode and in first person mode. Use Alt to switch between. Okay, so Alt switches you into like moving around mode, and you can also go into control mode as well. Fair enough. Okay, so this control provides electric power, so you got to turn on the electric switch basically. And as you can hear, it sounds like somebody's now having a shave in the engine. Just going to adjust the volume once again there, otherwise all you'll hear is that. So I'm going to adjust that, and then I will do whatever it's telling me to do. Okay, so we've got to enable the starter now. So this control provides electric power to the engine starter. Enable the TM. This is the traction motors that we're enabling the power to. And then we want to look at the dash light. This control operates lights that improve gauge visibility. So presumably, as I turn that on, we can see that the gauges are lighting up. Okay. So press space to continue. This control operates the cab light and improves the cab visibility. Yep. Fair enough. Because obviously I think you got night in this game now, which is quite interesting. And you also get weather, because you've got to have the wipers on at times. I do like this idea of operating controls with a mouse wheel. That's quite cool. It's quite, I've said Tom's word. Tom's cool word. Right, I should get banned for saying that. Right, turn right, lights F. This seems to this control sets the front lights to type 2 headlights or tail lights. So turn right to turn it to forward, turn left to turn it to tail lights, I'm guessing. Let's have a little look outside to have a look at how it's gone. Ah yeah, tail lights on. Right, fair enough, that's easy to do. So you got lights F, lights R. So this is your rear lights, they're your front lights basically. So we've got headlight, I'm guessing a tail light now on the front. So now we need to start the engine up, so we want to put the starter on. So you got to hold it, so you can't do it with the mouse wheel, so you got to hold it with the mouse button. So we've got to monitor the main reservoir until it gets up to 2 bar, and then that's obviously when we can move and everything's up to pressure. So this control engages the powertrain to desired power output. Yes, well, that makes sense. So we can see the RPM has risen there because I've moved the power handle. Yeah, so we want to fully disengage that. The traction motor is obviously cold. Control operates how much is individual mechanical brakes. So the individual mechanical brakes, that's the loco brake in in our speaks. That's the independent brake, the loco brake. The other one obviously being the train brake, which is for when you've got a train on. So we can see that's moving up on the. Hang on. I'm trying to zoom the camera in, but it ain't working. So you can see, obviously, as I've moved the independent brake there, watch the needle on the left-hand side. Releasing. So as it's down to 0 on the loco brake, that's released. And the further up the handle is, the needle is on the brake pipe, is how much you're applying your independent brake. Red needle on the scale shows the pressure in the vehicle's brake cylinder. This can be used to deduce the mechanical brake application level, as we know. Black needle on the scale shows the pressure in the pipe throughout the entire train. So obviously it's reading at 5 bar, I guess that is at the moment. This control sets the propulsion for the direction of the vehicle. So that's the reverser, so forward. We want to disengage the handbrake. And then we want to get the loco brake off, which is quite simple. Now we've got the sander for adhesion. And that's on a click, obviously. You remember to turn it back off if you turn it on. So I want to put the throttle on quite gently here. We can see everything's rising, the ammeter and everything. And we've took off like a rocket. So we obviously need to get ready with our brakes, because we're not going to be going very far here. Well, I like the sound occlusion then, but there's actual occlusion in there. That was quite interesting. What's the horn like? Well, that's the reverser. I don't think there's actually an upper... It's got like 2 tones, but I don't think there's actually a 2-tone. Why is it telling me to do the mechanical... the train brake? I would have used... Surely I would have normally used the loco brake for that. Wonderful. Let's get out the locomotive to do some maintenance work. I've got the comms radio in my pocket. Solve it. I have the comms radio, don't I? There. Aim at the switch. Oh. There. Nice little. Now let's fix that derailed car back in the shed. Fair enough, let's go. I'm just pressing F there to jump ahead and then crash into a door. So we want to change it to VO mode, which is on the mouse wheel. So we're just moving the mouse wheel there to V-Veil. There we go. So we V-Veiled the car there. We can now couple our locomotive to this car. Now I've forgotten how to actually get this back in my bag. Oh, there, tab. Doors on the other side. I have to repaint the loco every time I get in and out. Right, so we want to put our loco into reverse. And then we want to release our train brake. Now I'm going to assume that other switch was already set for us because we weren't told to set it. I'm going to have to go out and check that because it looks to me like it's the other way. And it is set the other way. Right, okay, so we want to get the... yeah, that. There we go. That was tricky because it was easy to just not do that then. And we would have derailed in the valley. Even on the tutorial. Now, you have to work harder to catch me up on that. Oh. Right, so reverses in reverse gear, brakes to off. Just a bit of power. I do like the sensation of movement in this, it's quite nice. Tones. Oh, went a bit faster than I would have liked here. Biggest issue that I've always had with Derail Valley is that you can't really see what you're doing at the same time as you're doing it, if that makes sense. There's no button click as far as I can tell. It hasn't told me to press a button for the brakes, it's telling me to actually move the handle. So obviously I can't see what I'm doing. I have actually got a VR set upstairs. Well, I've opened the door. Whether I should use VR or not, I don't know. Oh, we're buffered up. So we're going to grab the chain now to couple ourselves up. And we want to drag it across and throw it over the hook. Tighten it. Grab the air hose. And we want to drag this across to the other one. Connect it up. Open the brake cock, which is this one. And then on the other side. So obviously you got multiple working as well for if you got 2 locos or whatever together. So that is what we would be doing if we had 2 locos and we wanted to work them in multi rather than double manning or whatever. You can do that there. Alright, time to go get the license because I am a legend and I've done the tutorial, it seems. So we've learned so far how to move around, how to interact, how to operate, how to change switches, how to couple trains. What's next? We'll be given our licenses and items. You'll be given a simple delivery goal. After that, we're good to go. Inserting this is a job validator, which is this machine here. So we've got to insert it in the machine. There we go. Got a little certificate. This license grants us access to Derail Valley network. As a train driver, you can now take any orders you are licensed for, buy new licenses to further advance your career. I don't have to carry it with us. I'll throw it on the floor then. DE2, so that's the DE2 that we've just been driving, little diesel electric loco. And we've got the license to use that. I don't have to carry this with us, so I'll throw that on the floor as well. I hope we've got like some shredder somewhere to shred all this paper up. Freight haul, so congratulations, now we can do freight haulage as well. Again, we can throw it on the floor. Here's a key to the utility locker. Unlock the locker. Locker unlocked. Oh, look in here, we got all this gear. A compass. Fair enough. So we're looking southeast, apparently. Fair enough. Alright, we've got a wallet with $1 in it. And the all-important map, which, as we know, is very important, especially if you need to know where you're going. Unfortunately, when I last played this game, I didn't know where I was going, and we got it all wrong. Oh, we got some more money. Oh, I never turn money down. Take out the wallet. Wallet. We got $2,000 in it now. More money in that wallet in the mail. Right. Let's go. Take out the world map, and let's not go. Right. You can interact with items in your hand. Press Alt to toggle your mouse cursor. There we go. Once you make some cash, you can use fast travel across the map. Okay, that's quite interesting. Press Alt to go back to first-person mode. As a train driver, you are now ready to take this train to the nearby steel mill service point. Where are we? Oh, there we are. We're here on the map. So you can write. It's a bit weird. You can't really zoom in, but the steel mill is this one that says SM on it. There's no actual like annotations on it, I don't think. But we're going to there, I guess. It's interesting that you can't actually like. I can't look around the map. It's quite annoying. But we're basically going out here, just around the corner. I think this tutorial basically is what we had before in the past, so it's not really any different to what we had before. But it's important to relearn what we had to learn, I think. Right, release the handbrake. Handbrake. Oh yeah, mouse wheel. Of course, I forgot to put the loco brake, the train brake, and I only had the loco brake on. Right. Drive the couple train out of the tutorial area towards the steel mill. Of course, we needed to remember this bit. Comms radio. I nearly caught myself out there. Right. Into the cab. Door shut. Reverser to forwards. Loco brake to off. Power on. Tone. Easy as that. Now, if I remember rightly, that means we can go 60 kilometers an hour, but I ain't going to do that. With this being our first run, I think it's sensible for us to take it steady. When you pick up some speed, release the throttle completely. Coasting this way will drastically reduce your fuel consumption. Yeah, fair enough. How much fuel we got in? I got a full tank. Well, we are still doing the tutorial, so it doesn't really matter. That switches against us. Are the points spring loaded? This is a test of are the points spring loaded. The points are spring loaded. See, I had all faith in my own abilities there that the points were spring loaded. Liking the foliage and stuff going on. It's nice. Okay, so up ahead we want to turn left, I believe. If I remember right, let's get to the steel mill, it's to turn left. And those points at the moment are set against us. So we want to get our radio out. Change the points. It's told me I've got to bring the train to a halt as well. So again, we're looking in the brake pipe there for the brake application. Right, so we want to get the schematic map out. So Isn't that the steel mill transfer yard? Steel mill overview. So we're coming in from that top right there, and we're going to the service point, which is well, it's either the grey spanner or the green one. That'll be on the front page, I would imagine. So the green one is the one we want, because that's for diesel and that's for diesel loco. So we want the green service point, steel mill. So we want to go right down to the end, basically. Okay. Brakes 2 off. Power on. Toot toot. Let's go. So it's 50 kilometers an hour to the left. We're not going to be going anywhere near that speed because I'm just taking this really steady. Switch to external view. Oh, that's good, eh? You can actually do an external view now. Now that is cool. Said it again. Use the mouse. I'm using the mouse wheels to zoom in and out. Okay. Just let me shut the power off here. Why should you tell me all this stuff? God. Hang on, we've gone straight on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Yeah, hang on. What are you on about? I overshot the junction. No, 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 no. No. I'm sorry, but I set them points. I remember the line pointing to the left. You can go back to the video in this bit. Has the game betrayed me there? Or have I just been a massive idiot? Nope, the game betrayed me. Thank you, Derail Valley. Fantastic. Brilliant. Great work. Alright. Sorry, I just had to go and prove myself that I wasn't going absolutely crazy there. Alright. Reverses are backwards. As soon as though the game's against me. So before we even get anywhere, we know the game's against me. Change the switch ahead. I'd already changed the switch ahead. You changed it back against me. Thank you. Must think I'm some sort of idiot. There we go. Right, brakes off. Obviously, the longer the train, I'm guessing the longer the brakes will take to come off. Power on, reverse forward, power on. Okay, so we want to go straight down, I believe. Although the map doesn't really marry up with what's going on, that would presumably mean that we want to go left. Because otherwise we're going right into 7L. Well, we're set for left at the moment. That's the servicing shed down there. So we want to just keep going left, which the point's already set for that, so that's alright. Power off. Give him a toot. It is a shame that's not a two-tone. And I suppose it wouldn't really be on a shunter. So we're just going to work our way into the shed, dump it in there. I like those hills, they've got like a feel of like Scottish Highlands about them. Get a bit of a braking application on. I wasn't breathing heavily there at all. Good job, this locomotive was state of servicing. Let's get you another which you'll use to get new jobs, okay? another DE2 available nearby. Right, okay. Did not want to turn the engine off? No? I'm just leaving it on. Ah, so there's the other DE2. Yeah, I remember this now. We want to get in here and we move the turntable to move the... So obviously the turntable moves the loco. Wrong way. No, that's wrong. Okay, so this operation of using buttons and stuff, honestly, I'm not a massive fan of it because, I'll tell you why, I can't see what I'm doing. You know what I mean? It's like, oh god. Well, that's the external view, isn't it? Right. I'm moving this switch in here. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but how do I see what I'm doing? In fact, I've got to look at this to move it. How can I see what effect it's having? It's a little bit frustrating. Oh, can you move it manually? Yeah, you can. Oh, well, that's alright then. It would have been easy to do that in the first place. Park the locomotive on the turntable if it's not properly aligned. Oh, we just align that. I've damaged another locomotive paintwork. Right, so we got to get everything set up. So I want to do the electrics, the starter, traction motors. Hold the starter. And it said we got to wait for the obviously the brake gauge and everything to fill up to the bar. And get the handbrake off ready. Reverse it forward. I'm gonna let that pipe come up and tail lights and headlights on. Brakes are ready. We can go. So we're going to just jostle this onto the turntable. I've got all the headlights on. We don't need that many headlights on. Put them on the turntable. Yep, now align the turntable to where I want to be. I'm just going to do this manually because I feel like doing it that way is a lot of hard work. Oh, this is hard work because it's a heavy loco. Well, it's not a heavy loco, but that's going to take forever, isn't it? Let's be honest, that's going to take forever. You are not my best friend at this point. But yeah, this is the biggest issue I've got with this so far, is that I cannot see what I'm doing here. And just sort of see that the track's coming past me. There we are. Oh. We're locked in. Right, fantastic. Now let's show you the station office. Go down on foot. Oh. Yeah, I remember this one before. Okay, into the office then. The office is downstairs. Station office. Right. Here's another 100 quid. Well, I'm not going to say no to that. We use that money to pay for the servicing of the locomotive. Confirm to go to the payment. Okay, confirm. 065, because we're doing a service on it, obviously it's a lot more. Oh, look at the weather forecast. Okay, well, I'll look at that in a sec. Hang on. Insert your wallet. And my wallet. Confirm. So copay has been paid. Choose difficulty level. Well, I already had it on realistic apparently anyway, so we put it on realistic anyway, so we'll see what happens now. Okay, so we've done that was tutorial done there. It's exactly 30 minutes, and I want these videos to be between 30 and 45 minutes. So let's end the first episode there. The second episode will follow in a couple of days' time. It won't be a long break between them. You'll be glad to hear, hopefully. So we'll call that a day for episode 1. Cheers as always for watching, guys, and I look forward to seeing you when we start accruing episode 2. Thanks, guys. Don't forget, like, comment, and most importantly, please do subscribe. And thanks as always for watching, guys. See you later. Goodbye.
When I'm blinded by your reflection.